than the pencil and more widely used than a paintbrush, the stencil is perhaps the most versatile tool in art making. One drawback is that pre-made stencils aren't always what you need, and creating custom handmade stencils can be difficult to do. So try this quick and easy method for making simple line-based stencils that you can personalize and use over and over again. First, plan a design. On the uncoated side of a piece of palette paper, I've made a few sketches. Now, notice that all of these designs used closed line work, meaning the shapes are outlined so that the paint can pass through. Turn the paper over to the coated side, and you can see the design is clearly visible through the page. Next, fill a squeeze bottle 3/4 of the way with gel medium. Blickrylic Gel Medium is white in the bottle, but dries perfectly clear. You can add a small amount of acrylic color and use a craft stick to blend it into the gel. Now the color really doesn't need to be completely blended, and it can be very soft. It's really there just to add a tint and make it easy to see when it's placed. The bottle will need to be opened the first time you use it. You can see a very small line near the tip. You need to cut just above that, and if it doesn't come out immediately, you might need to open it a little bit more. Practice squeezing onto a piece of scrap paper first. It takes a little bit to learn to control the pressure and to make even lines. Once you've developed some confidence, return to your sketch and trace the design on a coated side of the paper. Now, things like this will happen, and they always do. Now, it's easier just to allow the excess paint to dry rather than try and fix it by wiping it away. Some of the gel medium will self-level and get flatter, and once it's completely dry, any excess can be trimmed away with scissors. So here are some examples that are thoroughly dry now, and I'm going to go ahead and peel these away from the paper. Now I can trim away anything that is excess before I start using it, like this piece right here. Now your stencil is ready to use. To use the stencil, a stencil brush works best. Hold it in place. I'm using Blick Studio Acrylic. Any acrylic will do. You can also use your stencil with gel plates to make monoprints. You can even use the stencil to make texture rubbings. Use these papers for collage, for journal pages, in your paintings. There's so many ways to use these stencils. You'll need to clean the stencil after each use. Use cool water and a soap that's meant for cleaning brushes. Store the stencils flat in a cool, dry location. For more information about this technique and all of the great materials I've used here today, visit dickblick.com.